Whatever comes our way, whatever paths we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. Fortune gently flow. There is a wonder in the weave, so many forks upon these roads. For a burden that is shared is much easier to bear. We will not fall to despair this darkest day. Whatever comes our way, whatever paths we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And should we prove ourselves, lose ourselves, nothing's gonna send us astray. Whatever comes our way, I will be there. Whatever comes our way, I will be there to share your pain. These hearts of shadow, hearts of fire, sharing memory and mind. Our hope is strong in moments dire, through our mysteries entwined. For a gift can be a blight, or a kind word be a slight, in a world of fade and light and disarray. Whatever comes our way, whatever paths we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And should we prove ourselves, lose ourselves, nothing's gonna send us astray. Whatever comes our way, I will be there. Whatever comes our way, I will be there to share your pain. To sing a somber song of night, a belted ballad bold and bright face spins. To quell the urge beneath the skin, I'll take the gifts and let it inflict spins. The burden that is shared is much easier to bear. We will not fall to despair this darkest day. Whatever comes our way, whatever paths we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And should we prove ourselves, lose ourselves, nothing's gonna send us astray. Whatever comes our way, I will be there. Whatever comes our way, I will be there to share your pain. Whatever comes our way, whatever comes our way.
Not sure if he did it to be a cute little shit or if he did it because he's just like, fuck it.
Hello, everybody. and welcome to the next episode of Aetherpunk Birthright. So, who wants to do recap?
I'm still max on things. Starts with a little sport. I'm still maxed out on my hero dice, so someone else should do recap in order to get it. And Hikari's mic is broken, and Red's not here.
All right.
I'm not trying to throw you under the bus this time.
No, this is gently placing the bus. Just, I'm sorry,
Gently.
little one.
We escape from the potential fright from the Chimera by making it across the bridge. We make camp at a nearby vicinity. Nothing happens throughout the night, but Clarity again has to make a wisdom saving throw. Don't know what that's about. Afterwards, we make our way to the surface. Madrash and Jonah bond over guns. Dar speaks of her worries and concerns with heading towards the surface, which Clarity tries to alleviate, but fails. Dar heads off on her own in the night, seeing as this would be her last night in the underground, as a nice little farewell to gather and hunt the things that she loves, because who knows when she'll come back. We have another safe night at camp, and we head off towards the surface again, where we reach two paths, and we hear grinding noises. Taking the path to the right, we stumble across two Umber Hulks. After the party takes some hits, party members struggle thanks to the Umber Hulk's natural ability to confuse their enemies. We finally defeat the monsters and make our way up to the surface successfully. Dar says her farewells as she plans to take a look out into the city on her own, and the party decides to split, with half of the party going on a shopping trip and the other half heading for the library.
Okay, give yourself a hero point. And so we will be picking up at the library.
Narratively, that was very succinct. Thank you, Mumu.
Yes,
that was awesome.
Yay!
Claps. So, Clarity and Gleb at the Undercity Library. What are you guys researching? Looking up books to rent, things like that.
What was it that you wanted when we were here?
I mean, I found this nice little monster manual that kind of summed everything up pretty well. If I did have anything else in particular, we do have a new dragon friend that maybe I'd like to learn more about. Maybe it'll help. Maybe we can help her acclimate to the city a bit better. What about you? Is there anything that you want to take a look at? I don't mind helping.
I mean, sort of. Some of the others keep calling me a thing that I don't really know what it means. Madrash has called me it, Jonah's called me it, the investigator who is trying to search for Chrissy called me it. I don't really know what the hell a druid is. And I'd like to try to figure that out.
You know, that's right. We never actually did talk about that. Okay, well, to give you a basic summary, it's kind of like, you know how Madrash can kind of sort of summon magic from within himself because he has the natural arcane circuits to do so. Druids are also able to cast magic. However, they tend to cast their magic through nature. So they tend to like animals, and they tend to like trees and dirt, and sometimes we'll use said items to help materialize things. I mean, you turn into a bear a lot. Is that because you feel you're able to shapeshift naturally, or is it something that you're just able to do?
I mean, a little bit of everything, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Mm.
I mean,
I
you've,
do
you've seen me
know.
turn into other things before, so it's really hard to say.
Yeah.
Why do
Well,
you know so much about druids?
um, well, I had a druid in my party in the past, and on our travels, we, talked a little bit. We worked together, so I'm a little bit familiar with their abilities.
Are you talking about a different one than the one I think you're talking about, or
No, I'm talking about the one you're thinking I'm talking about.
okay? Yeah, sorry about that. Still, I think I don't know.
It's okay. It was an odd job. We didn't know them for too long, and honestly, you probably did Midrash and I a favor. Who knows if we would still be here if you weren't around. So, I guess I never actually got to give you a proper thank you from that day, huh?
Don't worry about it.
Well, if you ever want a treat or something for it, I owe you one. And Midrash
It's
too, and I'll pull his ear and hopefully he'll remember.
it's fine. I feel like y'all have given me enough so far.
Well, I mean, starting from zero, I mean, at least we've given you some sort of foundation to work on. And of course, if you ever needed, help or had any questions about how things work, you're always, feel free to at least ask me. I can try my best to explain it.
Usually, Midrash blurts something out, or you explain to Midrash, which also explains to me. So
Well, I mean, that's my basic rundown of druids, but of course I can't say I know everything. So if you're wanting to look into books or something, I don't mind helping you look. But while we're on this subject of uh things maybe you don't know, is there anything you're curious about aside from druids, of course?
I think I just want to stick with the druid stuff for now. I want to learn what this is and why people keep calling me it.
Okay. Well,
'Cause everything I do feels like it just comes from me, not from nature. But I don't know.
I'm sure there's different types of druids out there. Maybe you're the druid that's more aligned with animals. Just like I'm a warlock and I have my little buddy, but I know there's creatures out there with the same sort of abilities that wield a sword or have a book. And that's what gives them power.
I don't know. Everything just feels like Aether, so it's hard to say. Hard to say.
Well, I can read Druidic now. Well, I guess you can read Druidic too. But yeah, we can take a look into some Druid books. Maybe we can find something. Let's see. Is there any
Yeah, I guess I get the whole druidic thing from Morin. I don't really know how that works. Yeah. I just want to search for books that have to do with the druids and kind of go down a rabbit hole if I can or if I need to.
Okay.
All right, Druids for Dummies. Let's go.
Basically.
Okay. I would like you to... Where's the thing? Where did it go? Ah, here we are. Make me an intelligence check.
I'm great at those. Just intelligence, flat intelligence.
Yep.
I forget. Do I have to say before or after if I'm using hero points?
You could do it after if you want, as long as it's before any results is confirmed. Kind of like shield or something.
Here's one of these. For
18.
funsies, I'm gonna use one because I still want to know more.
You got it.
So these are what, a D6? Yeah. 21.
Yeah, I think they're D6s. Yep. All right, 21.
Yep.
All right. So during your downtime, you'll be learning 3 juicy bits of lore about
Hell yeah.
druids and the associations of them. One second though, I need to find something. Nope. There it is. Gotta open up the map. Perfect. Alright. So, you know currently that there are 2 major druidic circles nearby. One to the north of Edinburgh, and then one in the woods to the west of Whale Shore. They are 2 very different druidic circles. The one to the north of Edinburgh is less of a druidic circle and more of a cult surrounding a elemental of fire. And with a very keen focus on rebirth and life through flame. Whereas to the west of Whale Shore, those druids are more with maintaining and protecting the woods with a very aggressive nature to it. Something along the lines of using those who invade the forest as fertilizer for the trees.
Oh, lovely.
So those are the 2 druid circles that you know about. You also learn kind of the basics of what a druid is, as they are magical casters that commune with the world around them and with nature. And it's less on taking the aether particles from around the air like other casters do to use it. They will supplement the aether that is innately in nature itself, drawing from that power source. Which has its benefits and its drawbacks, as druids, depending on their location, if they are near what is called a ley line, which is kind of like the underground passages that the ether will just naturally flow through. The closer they are to those, the more powerful druids become, and the farther away from those, the weaker they become.
Okay.
There's also a section on do's and don'ts of what a druid is and stuff. One of them is, druids don't like using objects that are fashioned from metals, but at the same time they don't give an explanation why, which seems kind of silly to you.
Interesting. So not too much about animals in there.
There is a section on a variety of different animals, yeah. So you'll be able to add to your wild shape list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was hoping to have to go search for some animals for kids books.
No, the kind of books you would be wanting are actual biology books on these animals, because it's okay, well, how do they breathe? Because if I don't recreate the lungs, I won't be able to breathe.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll gain some extra animals to your roster, which will be fun because then I have to give you stat blocks for all of those. Yay! Okay. And while we're at the library, one second, I gotta fix something. There we go. Clarity.
Yes.
What were you gonna do research on at the library?
I was going to look into dragons similar to Dar, just to see if maybe I could help or find some way to help acclimate her into the town. Just basically learning more physiology and things dragons of that nature would enjoy.
One second. Alright. So, now is this going to be your full downtime research or no?
No, I don't think it would be my full downtime research.
Okay, then roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligence, great.
9. Alright. You get one bit of info on dragons. And were you looking for specifically about deep dragons or dragons in general?
Just specifically deep dragons.
Okay. So, the info you get about deep dragons is not very much, since deep dragons are usually considered to be of myth and legend, which is ironic since you met one. Many scholars don't believe that deep dragons exist, but if they were to exist, they ought to be blind, flightless, and much closer to just large cave lizards with next to no intelligence and considered basically a large beast.
Wow, this source seems very unreliable. Who wrote this? I'm never finding this author again. If I ever find this author... I'm writing this down. If I ever find this author again...
if I find this author in person, fuck it.
These aren't even facts. They're just guesstimates, and the guesstimates are so wrong.
Yeah.
Is this from the equivalent of Volo, or is this from an actual like Monster Hunter?
This is from actual research. The thing is, like I said, deep dragons are revered the same as we look at like the Loch Ness monster. There have been sightings, but can they be credible? It's like hunting Bigfoot, but it's the deep dragons. There's not much known about them.
What's the name of this author?
Oh my gosh. Hold
Hate
on.
mail going out.
It's Bolo.
getting added to the fucking hit list. Jesus Christ.
Let's see. I'm trying to get a good name for this random
Going
generator.
right,
Okay,
but
we'll just do 3 more
strongly
clicks.
worded
1,
letter.
2, 3. Oh my gosh. This is Lador Heliond, a elven scholar.
Door.
I will copy and paste it in the chat because it's fucking wild. Yep. A self-proclaimed scholar of dragons. And the section about deep dragons is like 2 paragraphs saying they probably don't exist, but if they do, they're nothing more than beasts.
I hate this guy.
I mean, he's a
Fucking-
pompous elf, so...
Yeah, I was like, elves are fucking
Self-proclaimed
pretentious.
expert on dragons. Yeah, he's definitely self-proclaimed.
I mean, if you read the rest of the book, there are a lot of things like, oh yeah, that looks accurate, That one, I think he got the measurements wrong. I think he's using metric instead of imperial. That one sounds right. So for the most part, the book is reliable. It's just, there's very little about deep dragons. Like, barely anything at all. Other than, there's some sightings.
You know what? I'm getting this book. I'm reading every single thing about this book. I'm going to highlight all of the right things he wrote. I'm going to highlight all the wrong things he wrote. And I'm going to document every single thing so he can work on his fucking writing. I'm so pissed.
Damn,
I love
okay.
this.
Alright.
When Moo wants to scathe the motherfucker, she's gonna scathe the motherfucker, and I'm kind of here for it.
Oh, man.
Clarity. Apologies.
Yeah, definitely clarity.
It's just more of my emotion in the background, whereas Clarity's a bit more level-headed.
I have made a note.
I'm scared.
No, of this. So I remembered to not... That way I can actually make this NPC and place him eventually.
Oh, God!
Hey, you asked for this.
Oh, brother!
Oh, brother, this stinks.
He turned down.
Sorry.
Alright, so... Moving on. Are we ready for downtime activities? We have 2 weeks. Is the longest. Okay. So, we're going to start off with the order I have it written down. Red.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to take 2 weeks to get the enchantment on your gun made, and then you want it to do some item purchasing, correct?
Um. Item purchasing.
Didn't you want to buy magic items
Oh,
too?
right.
Or?
I wanted to get the gun and a dragon vessel if possible.
Yeah. So the dragon vessel not going to be an issue aside from finding a really fucking weird vendor eventually, but that won't take too much time.
All right. I remember we talked about the prices, and I took it out of my.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I will give you access to. There is the dragon vessel and your new gun, the fairy's ire.
Fairies. Okay.
Well, instead of fairy fire.
Yep.
Very, very excited.
Yeah. So I probably just enchanted the gun I already had.
Yeah, so the gun is enchanted and it has a little bit of extra doodads kind of clamped onto it for holding the magic energy. But not to get in the way. So there's like, under the barrel, there's like a cylinder attached to it that has a slight glow behind a bit of glass to show that it's charged. And there's a button on the handle that you have to hold in order for it to maintain the effect, thus your concentration.
All right. Cool. So I have a little small attachment that I've kind of clipped to my gun.
Yup.
All right. Sweet.
Alright.
Oh, I remember what I wanted to buy. I wanted to buy some bullets. Special bullets.
Yeah,
Yes.
let me grab that. DM notes, cost. Yes, because I have come up with effects and cost for quite a few of the bullets now.
Boy, here we go. I'm gonna look for 5 depleted aether crystal bullets and 5 blessed bullets.
Okay, so that'll run you 750 gold.
I will happily pay that.
Alright, sweet.
All right. So that's my shopping done. I also would like to walk around the streets and see if I can find any thieves' cant that might point me towards the Thorn. Place where they're operating nowadays.
That's relatively easy. As long as you're going through the major traffic areas for the Thorn, you're able to pick up on some of their signs and like warning labels and directions and all that fun stuff that the Thieves Guild would have.
I imagine I've worked with them before, so it's not too hard of a search.
Yeah, it's more of just like, okay, I know that they frequent this area, so it should be right there.
All right, sweet.
Kind of
I'm
a
looking for a information broker.
Okay, an information broker is easy enough. The cost is what's going to be interesting. What are you looking to get info on?
I'm looking to get any info they have on 3 things. The Circle of Iron, the term 5 Descendants, and the authors Satanta and Kaihana.
Okay, so Circle of Iron, the author, and then what was the second one?
5 Descendants.
5 Descendants. Okay. How much money are you willing to spend?
How much are they asking for? What's their first quote?
It's 1,000 gold pieces per info.
Per?
Mm-hmm.
Do I know this guy at all? I wouldn't, would I? It's kind of a dude.
This one specifically, no.
Okay.
But you know that the information brokers with the thorn, while expensive, give you as much information as they have. Like, they're not going to like, oh, you have to pay more to get the info. It's like, this is the info we have. Here is how much it costs. Hopefully it helps you.
I'll probably hit him with the, well, if I'm buying 3, could I perhaps get a group rate on purchases? They all are related to each other. Perhaps 25? 2,500?
Make me a persuasion check.
Why?
No. Sorry, friend. 3,000 total. Hi, kitty cat. You want to play D&D with us?
Now is the information broker.
Yes, it's a great tabaxi.
Oh no. If I do something wrong, he'll headbutt me.
Yes, and bite you. On your hand.
I will get 2 pieces of information then.
Okay. Which ones?
5 descendants and Satanta and Kaihana.
Okay. So, the 5 descendants, the info that you were given is the Circle of Iron are looking for these people that are called the 5 descendants. They are needed in order to free the founder of the Circle of Iron. Their founder and patriarch, Fuelin. Yeah.
Can you spell that?
Oh, Fuelin? Yeah. 1 second. Gotta scroll down. Scroll down.
Scrolling.
F-O-A-L-I-N, but pronounced Fuelin.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So it's this who? Hold on. Can you just like copy paste it into like D&D chat?
Doing it.
That'd probably be easier.
Boop. Ow.
Do they
Ow.
provide any history on the dude at all, or?
Well, that's where your second bit of lore comes in. Setenta and Kahane. Setenta is a character of myth and is a tragic tale. His wife and daughter were stolen by an archfey after there was a blunder from Setenta. He then scoured the earth looking for a way to get to the realm of the fairies and for a weapon that could harm them, which is where he met Kahane, the Furbolg blacksmith, who crafted a spear for him, and upon giving him the spear, also gave him a new name for him to kind of like casting aside his old identity and his old nature in order to walk this path of vengeance, and gave him the name Fuelin.
Okay. So do I have it like spelled wrong? It's not Caihana, it's
1 second. I will get that for you. There you go.
okay.
Yep. supposedly, according to the myths about Fuelin, is during his rampage to free his family from this archfey, he was blessed by the gods and became a demigod himself and the embodiment of rage.
I'm writing furiously.
No, that's fine.
All right, cool. With the 5 descendants, does he have any like hints on like
No.
what they may be? Or
At
is it just
most,
kinda like,
he just knows that the Circle of Iron are searching furiously for them. Since they need the 5 descendants to free Fuelin.
okay,
So,
all right, cool. I have used most of my money. There we go.
but you also got 2 massive lore drops.
I did.
Dropping some lore. Dropping some lore.
All right. So that'll be your downtime. Moving down the list. Doom.
Midwayish.
Midwayish. You wanted to do carousing. So let's see. You
Yes,
wanted for upper class?
First, I did want to buy a bolt gun. I'm gonna buy 40 rounds. I did subtract some money for pistol rounds, but I'm just gonna get a bolt gun since that's gonna fit better into my hands, and I'm just gonna flavor it as like, oh, they're just gonna give me a better grip for it. Oh, thank God. And then I'm also gonna get 5 flare shells and give those to Jonah.
Cool.
And then yes, carousing. I'm gonna flirt with some nobles. I'm gonna fuck around, and I'm gonna find out.
Okay.
Hopefully, I find out some good shit, because my charisma modifier means I can't fuck up and make enemies, which is hilarious. And
Okay, so
would guidance affect this? Like,
I would say no,
It's-
because this is over
Okay.
a week, and guidance is
yeah,
10 seconds.
it's a minute.
Or like a minute.
It's one skill check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would
this
say
is a-
no. So it's 250 gold for a week of carousing with local nobility.
Yes. I've already planned to carouse for 2 weeks, so I've already got the money set aside.
Oh, so you're doing full 2 weeks. Okay.
Let's see. What is my charisma modifier? Where did my character sheet just fucking go? I'm so blind.
Well, you're using persuasion. So it's charisma
Yes.
plus persuasion. So if you have proficiency with that, it go even
Oh,
bigger.
yes.
Big numbers.
Fuck. 14 plus 7, 21? Yeah, 21.
21 total?
Yes.
Alright, so you have made 3 allied contacts. For
Oh, fuck yeah.
use of Deus Ex Machinas later.
Mm-hmm.
And then you wanted to do another week of that?
Since I had such a good week of that, yeah.
Also, he spilled all over the car. I had to refill them in the back. See? That's the car that's right now. Okay.
So I'm going to look for 3 more favors, and I just need to roll a 14 or higher.
Yep.
So 19 for a total of 26.
That is 3 more favors. 3 more contacts or favors from them.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Since that goes above the max limit of favors that I have, can I burn a favor?
You can burn one right now if you want, I guess. You get during downtime.
All right, cool. Yeah. I'm
Kinda
going
between
to.
benders.
Let's see. I'm going to burn a favor and see if I can get more information. The thing that interests Madrash most would be the Circle of Iron is like considered boogeymen. I want to find out, assuming they're real, because I know that they're real, I want to basically look for information on where they would gather and or what would be a holy site to them. Places of importance to the Circle of Iron.
Okay. Places of importance.
Yeah. And if I have to make any kind of other checks, like, by all means, let me know.
Well, that's me. That's the dungeon master trying to find if this noble would even know that.
And if they don't, then, I don't know. If a noble can give me, get to me a discount on any magic items for the party.
Let's see.
Like an emblem that I could show to a certain magic store seller, and they'd be like, "You get like 5% off here because we like that noble." And then it turns out they hate that noble later on, and then we get charged more.
So let's see. A place of importance for the Circle of Iron would probably be. There's rumored to be a. What's the word I'm looking for? A wandering isle in the King's Lake.
In the what?
There's a lake, a saltwater lake that is to the southwest of Edinburgh, called the King's Lake, or King's Lake, and there is a rumor of a wandering island that is important to the Circle of Iron.
Okay. Would this mention anything about, like, the, phases of the moon maybe affecting that, or...
No.
That's all the information I get.
They just know that there's, like, a wandering island. It's sort of like some sailors have seen it, and then when others are like, okay, let's go check it out, and it's not there, and it showed up at other places, seemingly at random.
Okay. Alright, thank you. I think I'm done with my downtime. Oh, wait. I need to see if I can find a ring of spell storing that I can afford.
Oh, right.
And sell my Feywild shard, because that thing... It's funny, but not useful.
After I finish updating my notes, so I remember this stuff. Do you know what rarity the ring is?
Rarity is rare, and the Feywild shard is uncommon.
Okay, so selling the Feywild shard first, so you get the money. You'll get about. Oh, let's see. It is. Make a persuasion check for me.
I'm good at those. Oh my god. What's 8 plus 7 of 25?
25? For the shard, you're able to find a merchant who will buy it off you for 600 gold pieces.
Fuck yeah.
And then you're wanting to buy, you said it was rare?
Yes.
Okay. So let me roll 2d10.
I'm hoping for low roll.
I got the lowest I can get. Plus 3 zeros, so
Oh my
2,000
God.
gold pieces.
Yes. I will fucking... I'll drop 200 platinum on that right now.
All right.
Holy shit, that's the cheapest a fucking rare item can be.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the fucking... Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay,
very
keep
good.
it in your pants, buddy.
It's pretty
I
good.
can't.
Do you know who you're saying this to?
I know.
Bricked up.
Yeah, Madrash is going to be waddling out of that store.
Oh yeah.
I need to go to the bathroom. I need to clean this up. Prestidigitation ain't enough. Okay.
No.
So that is your downtime. Clarity.
Yes.
Your downtime.
Okay.
What are you researching? Because I remember you said research. I think it was Circle of Iron, but I wanted to double check.
Yes, I wanted to look into the Circle of Iron, if at all
You got it.
possible.
So what aspect, or is just general information?
Probably because I'm not sure how out to date that knowledge is that I know I'm because I know a little bit of that is out of date. I want to know what is the Circle of Iron currently working on, and if there's any like notable locations
Okay,
that they're like headed towards.
you got it. All right, so it is going to cost you starting 50 gold pieces to get access for information, talking to people, greasing palms, all that. And if you want, you may spend 100 gold pieces beyond that, up to a total of 6 times, to gain a +1 for each 100 gold spent for your total roll, for a better outcome. Because you're going to be making an intelligence check.
Okay.
For the sake of it, I'll drop 50 gold to help.
I appreciate it. So 50 times 6. So 300 gold?
No, it's 100 gold per bonus to your roll.
Per bonus. Up to 6. So 650. So I need to pay
Yes.
600. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I would drop the 650.
Whoa, 550, right?
You offered 50. Every 100 after the 50.
Yeah, so it would just be 600 at that point.
Oh, okay. Then yes, 50.
Okay, so that'll give you a +6 to your roll, so make an intelligence check, and we add a 6 to it. Oh, wait.
Yes.
That's only for 1 week. Do you want to do 2 weeks of research?
Sure.
Okay. So if you want, we could lump it all into one roll for the 2 weeks, or we could do 2 separate rolls.
I guess what would benefit me more for more information? I mean, I know Clarity doesn't know that, but...
So if you do it twice, you'll have to pay an extra 650 to do it again for the maximum bonus.
Alright, I'll probably just stick with the one roll, I think.
Okay.
Alright. Intelligence. Ah, lovely. And then
I would like to spend a hero point.
Okay. You were
All
gonna
right.
do it. I was gonna do it.
All right, roll a hero point.
Clarity, it's your roll, please. Unless you want me to roll a d6.
Well, my
It doesn't
luck is
matter who
already
rolls it.
bad, so.
All right, so
Okay.
11 plus 6 is 17.
Okay.
All right, so you'll get 2 bits of information about the circle currently.
Question.
Answer.
I know you've answered this before, Obo, but like, can we use multiple hero points on the same roll?
I believe the answer is yes.
Okay.
Oh, then
Burp.
I'll use a hero point.
Two more, so 19.
Yeah.
All right, so you're still at two bits of lore.
Boo.
Yeah. Okay, you get 3 now. The maximum is 3. All right.
Let me roll the rest of them.
So, just to double clarify,
Yeah.
specifics. You're wanting to know what they're up to at the moment,
Yes.
and what else are you wanting to know?
I want to know what they're up to currently, locations that they've hit,
Okay.
and if they've collected any of the 5,
Okay.
since that's what.
So, what they're up to is currently they are doing 2 things that really come out in the research. They're still looking for the 5 descendants, and they're also looking for the fragments of Fuelin's spear. I believe that they are looking for 4 of the fragments. As for locations, their bases are hard to find as they are usually moving around. Like, as soon as someone kind of finds one, they move locations somewhere else. But there is currently a hideout somewhere in Edinburgh. And, for the last bit, asking if they have any of the 5 descendants. They have 1.
Okay.
And since this is over 2 weeks, I would like you to make 2 wisdom saving throws for me.
Okay. Do you need me to go again?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Anything else before we move on, Amumu?
Can I hero point that 8?
Sure.
Actually, he's too happy about this. He's too happy about this. I get the feeling the 11 failed too.
Yeah.
I'll leave
Obo's
it for now.
waiting
I'll leave
for
it for
a
now.
I think Obo's
I'm-
gotten a few fails, and he's just waiting to fuck with us.
Oh, man.
This is our first fail.
Yeah, I'll leave it at there. There's no reason why I can even spend a hero point for it. Because I'm not even there. Good luck, Clarity.
It's fine. Nothing bad'll happen, right?
Yep, nothing bad will happen.
Okay. When you say it, it doesn't make me feel better.
No, like 100% honest. Nothing bad will happen right now.
Nothing bad will happen.
at the moment.
Clarity also wanted to keep up her end of the bargain and take Dar out on a desserts and food.
Okay. So we'll do that, the role play during
Okay.
downtime after we get mechanically everyone's downtime done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
Because I know I want to do that too, but I want before I forget.
Okay.
Just want to make sure everyone gets their downtime done.
Yeah. Clarity also wants to do a bit of shopping, specifically for charcoal, diamonds, and
I'm so sorry. I thought I was muted.
nice.
Okay, so for the charcoal, what is the use for the charcoal? Or just looking for like X amount of pounds of charcoal?
Specifically, Clarity would like to purchase 50 GPs worth of charcoal.
Okay. I have no idea how much that would weigh, but we'll move past that.
It doesn't
Find
give
familiar spell, right?
specific- I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't give specifics. It just gives an amount. So no weight behind it. Just an amount.
Gotcha. Yeah, then just mark that in there, and then diamonds.
Specifically worth 300 GP.
Okay, so you're looking for revivify diamonds.
Yes.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check for the diamonds.
Okay.
Okay. So you're able to find the diamonds. However, the vendor who is selling them are selling them for 500 gold apiece.
Mm. 300 GP for 500 gold.
Are they allowed to bring in people to help them, like other people in the
During
party?
this, I'm going with this as like after downtime, kind of like everyone's just doing like their own little shopping thing. So if there are other people who want to be around, that's fine.
I was gonna
we
say,
can all shop
Jonah.
together.
Jonah has proficiency with jeweler kits.
Okay.
So I don't know if you would think of that.
So-
it's up to Clarity.
While these diamonds are of the quality that she needs, they're upselling them because they're trying to make a profit. Because if they just sell them at 300 gold pieces, they won't make a profit with these diamonds. Also, because diamonds are a common thing for reviving the dead, it's like you gotta pay money if you want this.
Okay, I will probably buy 1 diamond.
Okay. So you get 1 diamond for Revivify.
Yes.
Right.
I also wanted to look into leatherwork tools.
Okay. To purchase?
Yes.
Alright. Hold up. Alright, let's see. Player's Handbook. I think it's going to be around 15 gold, but we're about to find out. Leather. Leatherworker's Tools is 5 gold.
Okay. Then I will take that, and I will get leatherworkers tools.
Okay. Moving down the list, Brian.
Hello.
What is Gleb doing?
Since it just seems to keep fucking working out, more library shit, probably.
Hooray! Laboratory. Laboratory. What are you researching at the library?
I would probably ask Clarity for some more assistance because it just keeps working.
Okay. How can I
And
help?
also because I would like more clarity from Clarity.
Okay.
That's clever. I like that.
I would like to know if you know the place that you met me, that lab. If you happen to know whose lab that was and what you were doing there.
What we were doing there? We were on a job. We were hired by contract. It was kind of like one of our earlier gigs to try and be, I guess, for lack of a better term, a mercenary. And this particular contract was asking for items in the lab. The contractor was a person who initially worked on whatever stuff, but or whatever knowledge, but someone stole their ideas and were trying to mess with it in some way. So they asked us to steal stuff to basically gauge what they were trying to do with it. Unfortunately, said person was very secret, but they did leave us a name, although you might they did leave us a name for the contract, but I don't know if they would guide you to whose lab it was. Their name was Juwald Vibu.
You send that to me.
Okay.
And do you know any, like, were corporations at all involved in any of this at all, or anything like that? That you know
It was
of?
specifically for that name of contract. Whatever corporation stuff, they used this person as the face, and they didn't want to get their hands in on it. So whatever was happening, they wanted to stay under the table.
And you didn't do any little bit of peeking like we did with the Iron Circle box or anything like that? You know, get a little bit of information that you weren't maybe supposed to know? Maybe?
We were kind of spooked after we got betrayed. So we didn't stay too long.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No,
I wish I could tell you more.
you're fine. It's fine. I doubt I'll find much in the library. But I would definitely like to look at some stuff. See if there's much public information about corporations and their experiments with the Aether. I doubt there's much. I assume a lot of it's either crazy, wacky conspiracy theories or just non-existent.
So, I will extend an olive branch for this. Since you remember the location of the laboratory, you can go back there to get some clues and then research those clues if you would like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say no to that.
Okay.
There's a little sketch, going back to the scene of the crime and all that, but,
So, sneaking your way back to the lab that you were found in, it has been long since abandoned and does not seem to have been touched since you left. The only thing that's new is the layers of dust.
I would probably go with him.
Okay. But looking around...
If I was told about it, I would go too.
Would Madresh have been informed?
yeah, we would probably mention something about it.
Okay. As you guys are looking around, opening some cabinets and stuff, eventually you guys do find a folder that is legible. It is... It is Experiment G136. It entails that the experiment was a leftover from a previous top secret project that was given to a few scientists from Roberta Tonics as they were attempting to test the limits of the failed experiment to see what it could do by injecting it with aether particles along with psionic energy. They had later discovered that after their experiments, the test subject began to gain intelligence, and so then they decided to experiment further to see what level of intelligence it had and if it was able to show any signs of pain or other emotions.
Roberta Tonics, is that one of the major corporations?
Yeah, they specialize in cheap and somewhat dubious healing potions and other quick medication. Their most popular product is a series of vending machines that they have throughout the city that you can just buy different potions from quickly. And some of them, they're cheap, but they have some odd side effects. But for the most part, they're reliable. Like when you guys usually go shopping for like healing potions, you just stop by one of those vending machines on the side of the street, and just like, all right, let's see, we need a couple of these, and you just put in the money, and out it pops.
Oh, interesting. I wonder what that's about. This can lead us anywhere. Either you two know anything about Roberta Tonics? You got any connections there?
I could look into it. I have been spending the week with some of the nobility, and I believe one of them may have a connection that I can exploit, use to our advantage. I will just have to see if I can get a hold of them. If we ever have information that we have a bit of a dead end on, I can see if I have a favor in the pocket for that.
Well, this is just you going back to the beginning. You still have your research downtime you can do.
But yeah, I guess that's true, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it, I guess, for now, since we do have the Circle of Iron stuff. Kind of feels a little bit more important.
Nonsense. One's own journey of self-discovery is equally as important. If I'll be as honest and straightforward as I can, as you know, I dance around the truth so much. If you have questions about yourself, we're your friends, and we will do our best to help you answer them.
I feel like the people that maybe possibly want to kill us might be a little bit more important right now.
I mean, yes, but I still go out and have my fun, and we still get our work done. What is the saying? All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
There's always somebody out to get you. So. And there's always some sort of world-ending calamity. So, I mean...
Remarkably so in the past, like... I don't know. In what history I do know that there have been several different calamities that we've prevented. Not us, but, you know, mortals. And we always seem to come out on top. So I'm not too worried, though I will not discount the effort and grit that those before us have exuded.
I've seen how you two deal with enemies. I think I'd rather make sure I have as few enemies as I can for as much time as possible. I think this can be stuff that waits until later.
If you're sure. Just know we're sort of, I guess, in a way, I guess I feel a sense of responsibility after everything that happened, so if you ever want to look, I'm always happy to help.
I mean, it wasn't you that threw the jar. That was Madrash over there.
Yes, you are completely correct. That being said, I have nothing to defend myself, honestly. But if you ever want to try new things, by all means, you don't have to follow my lavish example, but I do encourage you to try new foods at the very least. Have a drink with us once in a while, and if you don't want to make enemies, then don't be afraid to make friends. And also, was that a slight on how I make enemies? Because that was the most wholesome, I think, insult I've ever received, and I couldn't tell. And I'm just curious.
You just have a tendency to not finish your business with people that you anger. Like the troll.
I've tried, honestly. I believe we've started a special kind of dance that, for some reason, only he can do. I wonder how he's doing. I should send him a message!
Oh no.
Not today. Not today. Not today. We have very important business, but when we're on the move, leaving breadcrumbs for my enemy to find. Oh, this is like one of your romance stories, Clarity.
There's definitely some sort of tension there, although I don't know if I would call it romantic. What would I call it? I don't know. Just don't get yourself killed.
Honestly, if I die, I don't get to tell as fun of a story with you guys, but when I do die, I want that story to be fan-fucking-tastic. Don't worry. I'm not gonna try to get myself killed again.
I would prefer you not.
Also, just as a side note, I have this very beautiful ring that I will definitely need your help with later. And the reason why I would ask for assistance is, and I'm going to hold up my ring of spell storing, I can take spells and put them inside this ring and then cast them myself. So you could put spells that I can't cast in the ring.
Oh, phew. Okay. I thought we were going through this whole thing again.
If you wanted clarity, or if you were willing, I could see if the pact that you made with your little pseudo dragon could work for me. It probably wouldn't work the same as yours, but I would, of course, pay for any material components.
Well, what exactly is there a particular spell you're wanting to learn from me?
Well, the Find Familiar spell.
Okay.
And after that, I don't know what spells and capability you or Gleb really have, so that would be a longer conversation, and I'm very curious.
Well, there is
Also-
a part of me that is curious.
Go ahead.
I am a little curious to see what sort of familiar you would bring forth and how they would interact.
I know that look, Clarity. I can be subtle some days. I choose not to be, but I can.
I swear to God, it's going to be a fucking peacock.
They're just gonna be.
It's gonna be a goddamn parrot, just with a different handle, like the Raven stat block, just a parrot.
They're gonna try to kill each other, aren't they?
No, the pseudo dragon will win. It's got poison.
But any things that you think may be useful for me to have, I would love a recommendation. And if not, then I will do some research on my own. But if there is anything that I can do, even if it's just helping by reading a few books along with you, I can see what I can do to help either of you.
Well, thank you for that.
Anytime, my friend.
Let's see. I did recently learn how to bring back the dead. I don't know if that would be something that interests you. Not, I can think about it.
Like if I were to die and bring me back, or are you talking about bringing zombies back?
in the unfortunate circumstances, one of our friends passes away.
Resurrection. Got it.
Yes.
I could absolutely keep one of those. Keep that handy. It would it would be like casting the spell on the ring, and then it would just hold it until we need it. I can only store so many. So I don't. Question for God: would the material components be burned on the casting of the spell into the ring?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that is consumed during casting.
Okay.
Well,
Then
I tell you what. Whenever we're in battle and you see me do something weird, you can ask me about it, and if it's something that interests you to learn, I can teach it to you.
Absolutely. Also, I'm going to surprise Jonah with this later, but when we get back to the city, I commissioned a gun. I'm very excited.
Oh, no.
It's probably going to be taller than Jonah is, and and we're gonna go shooting together. It's gonna be so much fun.
Just don't hurt yourself or him.
He probably will.
I probably won't hurt Jonah. My failings typically backlash on me more than others. Thankfully.
So, Gleb.
Hello.
What bits of research would you like to try and dig up?
I mean, it's kind of just like any shady shit. I mean, any deeper shady shit I can find about Roberta Tonics.
Okay. Then, as for research, it's going to be 50 gold pieces to start, and then 100 for a +1 bonus. Can do that 6 times. And then it's a intelligence check.
$150 plus 100 6 times, so $550. How much money do I have? Right, I have a bunch of money.
I think you haven't spent anything.
No, not a penny, other than the just throwing a bunch of platinum at the librarian.
Yep.
So that's how Madrash taught me.
Oh no!
No! He learned money skills from a noble. That's fucked.
Says the guy who fucks everything.
Correct. I would know. I have expertise in fucking.
The fuck?
Yeah, I'll throw the whole thing at that.
Okay, so 650 gold. Alright. Roll me an intelligence check +6.
Would us helping give him advantage?
No.
Okay.
Because this is over the time of a week. And you guys are doing other stuff on your downtime.
Okay, so this plus a 6, and 11. I'll throw one of these on too. Yes, hell yeah, that's 12.
Alright, I'm gonna just...
The more dice won't solve this problem unless you can... enough number to equal, like, another 11 added on.
That's the 17.
I mean... Yeah, that gets him to 17.
Let's try.
Are you adding also? Yep.
18?
glad we're not
Yeah.
doing any combat today.
You gotta get 21 or higher to get an extra bit of lore.
We need a
tried.
3.
I spend multiple of my own hero points.
You can.
Can I?
I've used
You
2 on
can.
1 roll before.
Okay, I'm not gonna say no. I don't use these for anything else.
You just need a
Was that-
3.
So that's 11, 12, 17, 18. Hell yeah,
Yes!
21.
All right.
Only a 3.
The maximum you can get for this. So, lore on Roberta Tonics. Roberta Tonics is a subsidiary, or their parent company is Stonecraft Medical. And so they get basically a lot of the shit jobs for experiments for Stonecraft. That way, Roberta Tonics, their reputation gets ruined when bad products are made. However, good products go straight to Stonecraft, boosting their reputation. Roberta Tonics also has a fairly large R&D suite that is dedicated to a large variety of different biological experiments. Many of them would be considered unethical and potentially illegal. And then the last bit of lore that you learn from Roberta Tonics, and I'm going to write this one down. You learn that there is a flaw with the their vending machines, that if you do this one goofy little thing with the vending machine, there's a 50% chance you'll get a free potion.
Hell yeah, I'm tying strings to coins now. Let's go.
He learned the Konami code for them.
Yup.
Fucking love that.
Is it like a mini game? Like the Japanese vending machine mini game?
It certainly looks like that. It's just kind of, you punch this here, you push this button here, you give it a little shake there, and maybe I'll get an extra bottle that drops for free. Alright, I've written that down. Yeah, so the reputation for that corporation is very inflated because of their parent company forcing them to do bullshit so they don't look like their evil company.
Yeah.
Alright. And last but not least, Hikari.
Me!
You said you just wanted to work?
Yeah, Isabella just wants to work at Ember.
Alright.
She has, like, no interest. She'll just, like, listen around, and if she has to, she will throw people out of the bar.
Alright. Roll me an athletics check.
Okay. Athletics. Something I'm good at, because I'm a barbarian.
I almost want to jokingly just dump a hero point into it.
Oh, give Isabella a second. I might not need that, as I have to get my character sheet up. Acrobatic. You said acrobatics? Or athletics?
You gotta use the
I
strong
couldn't
one.
remember.
Yeah, because you're a bouncer. You gotta lift people up and throw them out. Okay.
20.
I think someone needs to hero point that.
No.
It only goes up to 21. There's no higher reward.
We're gonna hit 31.
Yeah, apparently. All right. So you are able to pay for your lifestyle, a comfortable lifestyle for the week. So you get to go out to eat, maybe go shopping for some nicer clothes. It's a good business week. Plus, you come back with an extra 25 gold on top of that.
Nice. And then, just because we promised Isabel's gonna hand Billy a 200 platinum for what they grabbed from the job.
Okay.
Jesus.
She ain't giving all of it.
All right. And so, since we have finished downtime, I'm going to take a quick break because I need to use the bathroom, and then we'll go into more roleplay stuff because Clarity wants to do that with Dar, and then we'll continue on with the stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So BRB, mute. And we are back from break. Hurrah!
Greetings, my children.
Alright, I'll eat this anymore.
I love the dog wisdom.
Yes, very wise dog. Alright, so now that you guys have finished your downtime, Hikari, you said that you were giving 2,000 to Billy
yeah.
to do any digging for the Circle of Iron.
Yeah, and the 5 Descendant. If
Okay.
there's any additional stuff, because I probably don't realize Jonah's also looking into it, so I'm getting like Billy.
Well, I would assume
Also,
that
just
after
info.
this 2 weeks of downtime that everyone would have exchanged notes about what
Yeah.
they did research into.
Mhm.
And offering that money to Billy, he's gonna push it back to you. I don't know nothing about them, and I don't want to stick my nose where it don't belong.
Understood.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
And that
But I don't
case
want
is
I don't want them coming after me.
This is just purely for Isabella. Can she return 100 platinum and ask him to look into 3 people from her to the people she knows, Zavros, Reefy, and Vorpit, just to see how they're doing?
The names do not sound familiar to the dungeon master.
They're the gladiators I met in my backstory,
Oh, okay.
or at least Vorpit, if that's the one,
Yeah.
because that's NPC.
If you want, could you please DM me that info so I can make a note
On
of
the
that.
On the
Thank you.
NPC. Oh yeah.
Just DM it so I can pin it so I can have him come up with something because I didn't know. So yeah, he'll take the money and look into that. Also, I have some very good news for all of you. We got ourselves a cherry dungeon. So, DM talk. A cherry dungeon is what is commonly referred to a dungeon that is freshly discovered and has not had anyone step foot in it. It's kind of a slang for a virgin dungeon, which is harder to say. So they just call it a cherry dungeon. These dungeons are usually the kind that the contract is very simple. Whoever goes in gets 50% of the loot, and the fixer gets the other 50%. Then the fixer, from there, is able to sell the information, because some of these dungeons will have archaeological sites of influence or other such, depending on what the dungeon is about, what it's actually down there. So these are like the biggest gambles you can make. On top of that, there is an underground betting scene with cherry dungeons on how many teams it'll take to fully explore the dungeon. Because they're going in with zero information about the dungeon. What kind of traps, what kind of monsters. And so usually the first 3 on average diving parties meet their end before the dungeon is fully what's it called? Explored. Yeah. So this is an absolute gold mine of potential money, magic items, and more. Because, for example, if this dungeon has like precious metals in it, the people who fully explore it have legal rights to it, and then can sell those rights to someone else to like mine the dungeon. But it's a very dangerous endeavor. But that's the job you guys have.
Madrash is going to turn to everyone else and he's going to say, "So, I have a bad idea. Well, bad for me, good for you. Well, neutral for you, at worst. But this is going to be fun. And I'm going to turn to Billy. I'm going to be like, hey, Billy.
Yes, Madrash?
How itching are you for a good bet?
Oh, always. What do you got in mind?
Well, how many crews have gone into this cherry before us? Any?
You guys are the first. I'm so excited. If you guys succeed on the first run, I'm gonna make thousands off of this.
All right. Madrash is gonna put 100 platinum on the table. Now, here's my bet. We're going to make it to the end. We're going to fully explore this, and we're going to pop this cherry wide open. And if we don't, you get my entire cut. And if we do...
Alright, so while I enjoy your enthusiasm, it is incredibly frowned upon for divers to bet on themselves when they go into a dungeon. I, however, don't give a fuck about that. I'll put it under John Doe.
Fair enough. And the only change I want is that our cut is 60-40 instead of 50-50 if we explore the entire thing.
No. The dungeon, I get my cut. That's fair. The betting on the side, however, that's different. That's a game all in itself.
Madrash is now confused. And visibly so. So, what are the odds? Then what are the odds I'm betting against?
Your own survival.
Yes. I mean, what are the number odds?
Oh. For a first dive, I believe it's DM talking above game, because I haven't figured out the exact numbers, because I, as a person, don't know how these betting odds work.
So 2-1 odds are you get twice of what you put in, or I think, or right?
I can't remember what it is, but essentially, yeah, like I think it's 2-1 you get double what you put in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then 1-2 is you get.
Okay, so if that's the case, then this would be roughly, if I'm understanding this right, 10-1 odds.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put a second 100 platinum on the table. I'm gonna be like, John Doe it is.
So one thing I want to get straight. He was talking about this is a completely different ball game. Is he asking for a cut of our winnings if we win this bet?
No, so he's betting his own money. That's the betting is a separate thing to the diving. That's just the fun that people have. The legal bit is the divers who traverse the dungeon, they get half of the monetary value of what's in the dungeon, and the fixer who sponsored them gets the other half. From there, the fixer gets to decide what is done with the dungeon. Whether the rights to it get sold off, whether they keep it, and then if they sell off the rights to this dungeon, you guys also get half of that. It's a 50-50 on all returns from the dungeon.
Yeah, so if we come back with 20,000 gold, we have to give 10,000 to Bucky.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand that part, like all that stuff. I was just wondering if he was like asking for some of our winnings from the bet if we win the bet.
No. He's betting on he's betting his own private money for this.
Okay.
Yeah, Madrash was trying to get a higher cut for a payment up front, which would like basically mitigate some of Billy's losses if we die. But Billy was like, "Fuck no!"
No,
because
Billy is having to pay Billy. So as a fixer for your diving crew, guys, Billy has to pay a fee to get first rights to this dungeon, to send a team in first. So he's already putting out quite a bit of money just to get you guys the info and to make sure no one else tries to steal it from you guys.
Yeah.
And so his return is mostly going to be reselling the dungeon afterwards. That's where he makes most of his money.
Just wondering, what is... And you can tell me if we... Well, I guess I would know that. What's Bucky's usual cut for people?
50-50. Most of the time, it's much lower for the divers. He likes to... He's of the opinion that you guys are equally betting on the dungeons being profitable, and so he wants to try and make it as even of a split as possible, which is unheard of, but he's been very good to you guys.
Pay well, do well kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's of the opinion that if you treat your diving crew right, they won't leave you for a different fixer.
And he's very right.
Surprised does he have other teams other than us?
At the moment, no, because it's an expensive hobby to run.
Okay, I just thought if he was giving a 50-50...
To give you guys an idea of how much he's spent to get the info and the license for you guys to be the first team into this dungeon, he's spent currently 10,000 gold, and you guys haven't even bought equipment to leave for it yet.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. So he's really hoping that you guys will make it on the first dive, so he can make a lot of the money back. Because that's the gamble, because no one knows what's in the dungeon, so it could be worthless inside, but if you guys can get to the bottom and fully explore it, he'll pretty much make all of his money back in the gambling.
Or the actual, like, getting to the bottom of it, do we need to, like, chart the dungeon at all? Or is it just, like, kind of...
Light documentation.
Get to the bottom?
It's mostly clearing out all of the traps and all of the enemy encounters. Once the dungeon is essentially dead or not hostile for the most part, it's considered cleared.
Okay.
What if it has a similar mechanic of like, hey, there's undead here. They're going to keep respawning. That information in itself would still count as clear?
Once you solve that mystery, then it would count as cleared, because then there's no physical way to clear it unless you just remove all the bodies, which at that point it's like the mystery of the dungeon has been solved, kind of a deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
A separate crew kind of thing. Removing all the bodies.
So I just want to double check. Doom, how much did you put down under John Doe?
I put 2,000 gold.
Okay.
And if that's a 10-1, I would stand to get 20k, which would be fuck. I like the odds. And if the odds don't work for us, well, it'll probably be a TPK anyway. I'm betting on story, baby.
Yeah, and like I said, I might have to fudge the gambling stuff a little bit to where it's more realistic, because I fucking don't know.
I mean, it's
I don't want it to be like super crazy, because like I said, I don't know how this stuff works. I'll have to do a little research into it.
Yeah, and if it changes exceptionally, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
We-
but like,
we-
if it's a minor change, then yeah.
I'll be okay with you adjusting how much you put in. Once we hard line
Hammer out
the
the
numbers
details.
are.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have plenty of time. We got an hour left today, and All right. So, how are we gonna get ready for a dungeon?
Ready.
How far is it?
Well, so this one you'll need to take a train ride to Whale Shore and then head west into the woods. I've got a relatively loose map to get you there. It's not. It was handmade by the guy who found the dungeon. He was real shaken up on his way back, so it might not be 100% accurate, but it'll get you in the ballpark.
All right. And what shook him up? Any kind of monster?
He didn't say. Mostly because the
Alright.
area there is pretty dangerous. Something about a group of druids turning people into mulch for their trees.
Interesting.
But I don't think that'll be a huge problem. You got Gleb with you. You'll just druid talk it out with them.
Yeah.
Gleb's a nice guy. He can get through.
Yeah. So, how much will train tickets and like other things run?
Oh, I'll
us?
take care of that. I'll take care of that. Oh, you're talking
Alright.
above game? So since he is your guys' fixer, he's paying for all of that. So you guys are going to be getting first class tickets for your train ride, but then you're going to have to figure it out from Whale Shore.
Yeah, getting back.
First class. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. You're going to be 7 days. It's going to be 7 days on the train. First class. Them cushy
Not gonna lie, Bucky seems more of like a business class kind of guy.
Nah, man. He's got enough money to throw around because he is waiting for this to be good.
Bucky is like the Great Gatsby. Honestly, he's rocking it with the slums.
He's like the Great Gatsby, but he is not afraid to brandish iron and blast some fuckers. He's mostly doing this for the fun. All right, so
Also, your Tabaxi informant is asleep in my arms. Obo.
good. All right, so I'll start getting together some equipment for you guys, and then we'll have you guys head on out and take care of this cherry. Oh, this is gonna be good. Hopefully, it won't end up like the last crew I had do this.
Did they at least have a nice funeral?
We were not able to retrieve the bodies.
That.
But
Seems-
I don't think that's gonna happen with you guys. You guys are pretty good at this. You've done quite a few dungeon dives. I've got
Thank you.
quite a bit of faith in you. And if it does fail, we'll see if we can retrieve the bodies this time.
If you can, at least name us after a drink.
Oh, if you guys go out in a blaze of glory, we'll get 5 new drinks.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. As soon as he says, "You guys are good. You've been on multiple dungeon dives," Joe just raises his hand. He's only been on a dungeon dive in his life. Do we? I'm assuming you want me on this one too.
Well, I mean, if you want to get paid for it, yeah. Besides, I'm pretty sure that they could use a good locksmith.
Okay.
Come on, it'll be fun.
I guess I guess I'm with yous.
That's the
Come
spirit.
on, Donna. You don't want to pop the cherry off this dungeon?
Please stop saying that.
Come on, it's tradition.
That makes it worse. Let's go explore a dungeon.
One of Madrash's favorite things.
If it makes you feel any better or worse, Jonah, this is the first dungeon cherry I'm popping as well. Gives a
all of our
fucking
first.
ear-to-ear grin.
For each of us, it's our first cherry popping, okay?
I don't need to know that information from you either, okay?
How long have
Anyways,
you guys been here?
I think we should celebrate this. And Billy is going to start pouring drinks for everybody. To a bright future and one hell of an adventure.
Hell yeah. To a lavish future.
And
Yeah.
so,
I'll take my drink.
Hey, Dad. You know I don't drink.
I don't drink either.
I'll drink
Isabel?
yours. And he reaches over and I'll take the glass from.
After doing a toast, Isabella just like chugs hers back.
Madrash just chugs his and then, like, almost instinctually, like, puts his hand out for clarities. Like, I know you don't drink.
Here you go.
Gone.
So, as you guys are enjoying your drinks before heading out, let me just get everyone down here. There we go. There is a bit of a loud bang as the door to the club opens up, and a very tall and broad individual comes in. They got a cloak over them, water dripping off as it has started to rain outside. And he goes to sit at the bar across from you guys, but he's a bit big, so he has to grab another stool and sits at the end of the bar.
Can I make out, like, any features of this man? Like, is he, like, shambling? Does he appear to have, like, any, like, limps or anything?
He doesn't have any limps, he doesn't have any
legs?
of that. You do notice coming out from under the cowl of his hood, two upward-facing tusks kind of poke out. And he sits down and waves towards Billy. Bartender, I'd have an ale, please.
Obo,
Uh-huh.
do I recognize the voice?
Oh no.
Yeah, you recognize the voice.
Yes!
I'm assuming he's new here, right?
Billy pours him a nice ale and slides it over to him, and the large man just tips it back into the hood. There's a loud slurping and chugging, and then he just slams it down on the bar. Mighty grateful for that. It's quite tasty. Now then, Midrash.
Hello, I've missed you, my friend.
Fuck you, we're not friends.
No, you're still here to kill me.
Or what?
Yeah, I'm here to kill you because you a fucking piece of shit. Alright? And he flips up the cowl, and there's this disgustingly long, warty nose green skin, matted hair that looks like it was attempted to be combed backwards and put into a ponytail with a pitchfork. And after he shakes off the cowl, he pulls out from under his cloak a top hat and puts it on. I don't want to do this today. It's raining. And can you just die this time, please?
For the sake of the bar, let's go outside, but absolutely not.
No. Fuck that. I ain't fighting you in the rain. Again.
It's the
All right.
second time.
Yes, and the first was miserable. Remember? We slid down the hill into a pile of cow shit.
The look on your face was hilarious.
Yeah, well, you're the one who had a mouthful of it.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, how'd that taste?
Huh?
Are there other people in the bar?
At the moment, no.
But Bucky is here, right?
He's here, and he's just like, the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I think Jonah will speak up when he's saying, I'm going to fight you in the bar, and be like, I don't think fighting in the bar is a good idea.
Don't worry about it, man. We're just going to go into the dance floor, and then I'll fuck him up. Alright? And if there's any damages, I'll pay for it.
How about this? You leave him alone or I'll bust your fucking face in.
Alright,
Isabel
miss.
stares down.
Miss, there is no reason for you to get involved in this. He's the one who stuck his
what it
pecker... He's the one who stuck his pecker in a noble lady's twat and ended up pissing off her husband.
Yeah, and you're talking about my fucking friend. I don't give a fuck of what he did.
He's also the bouncer, so she can tell you no about beating
Fine,
people up
fine.
or- yeah.
Did you get back there?
Anyways, I just wanted a nice drink before we get this started. Alright? And we're just going to move over to the battle map.
I love him!
And he is going to get over to the other side of the dance floor, and he tosses off his cloak and pulls out a club that's the size of his leg. Alright. So, on 3?
1, 2, I cast slow.
Alright. Let's roll for initiative.
Holy shit, bro.
Oh, this is gonna be bad for me. Oh shit! This is gonna be good for me. Fucking natural 20 for 21.
So who else is joining in on this fight?
Does
This
it look
is
like you-
this is the assassin that's after Matrash.
Oh, Isabella
Yeah.
already threatened him. She's joining in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Bucky. I'm following Bucky's example. If Bucky wants me to help Madrash, I'll help Madrash. If he seems like not too worried about one of his divers getting in a fight here, then I'll follow.
Bucky's
his
just cleaning. This is his own problem. This is his business. He
Did I
take
help
care of
him?
it. If you want.
lead. I'm
I'm
just
gonna
asking. I don't know this guy. I'll roll
gonna take a sip.
initiative, but yeah.
I'm gonna take a sip and say, I default have to bet for Madrash. So if anybody would like to bet against Madrash,
I'll bet you 3 gold that he loses a tooth.
All right, 3 gold.
Right.
Alright.
I'll
It looks
probably
like
have
Madrash.
initiative, but I'm just gonna sit on the side.
Okay.
Yeah, Jonah's gonna do the same.
Okay, so are you part of the fight, Jonah, or no?
If it looks like Madrash is actually gonna get killed, I'll jump in.
Okay.
But at the start, he's kind of like, I don't know who this clown is. It looks like a duel. So I'll just stay out of it.
All right. So, starting things off, Madrash, you're gonna cast slow.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. What's that save again? It's a
Slow
wisdom.
is a wisdom, yes.
All right.
DC 16.
That's a 9.
Oh boy.
So he is slowed.
And I'm going to look to him and is there anything you want me to do after this is over with your body? I was actually meaning to send you a message and see how you're doing. And then I'll end my turn.
All right. And then Clarity, you're waiting.
I'm waiting, yes.
Jonah's waiting. Gleb, what are you doing?
I'll be holding an attack, just in
Okay.
case. I'm essentially ready that if it
In
looks like
case things go
Madrash is
south,
actually,
pistol. Yeah,
if it actually goes off, I'm gonna quick draw on the guy.
you got it. Gleb, what are you up to?
I've helped Madrash with this man before. I'm just gonna step up and make sure that my presence is known. That's all.
Okay. Isabel, it's your turn.
Well, I'm raging.
Oh.
5, 10, 15, and I'm just gonna punch him twice. I'm not using my axe, I'm just punching him twice.
Okay. Roll to hit. Jesus.
24,
That's a hit.
and that's automatically 6 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm. +2 from rage.
Yeah, so 8 damage. I'm gonna try to punch him again.
8. Alright.
Twenty-two to hit.
That's it. That's a hit.
That's another 8 points of damage.
Yep.
And Isabel's just gonna be like, you can go all day, bud.
Alright, so after the damage, Bartholomew is going to look down at you. Ma'am, I just... completely unnecessary. And,
Oh, no, it's...
he is going to heal as his wounds begin to heal themselves. I need you to make a athletics or acrobatics check for me.
Athletics, and I get a bonus because I am raging.
Okay.
I get an advantage because I'm raging.
Yep.
And which one? Yeah. Yeah, advantage on bonus. Yeah, I'll do acrobatics, so that's advantage. And the next one, as I'm rolling, probably hit too many times.
All right,
23
so
and
23.
22. Oh,
So he
Yeah.
beats you
Sorry.
with a 25,
oh, fuck.
as he is going to
rolled
go with his trademarked home run swing, as he's going to hit you with the club into Madrash.
Ow.
So let's see, that is going to be... how much
Do I need to make a dexterity saving throw?
It was an acrobatics check. Oh, for you
Um,
mean? My bad.
Okay, Great Club is a D8. So it's 2 D8s. Because he is Biggie Boy. Alright, so that's 10 plus 4. So you'll take 14 points of bludgeoning. Cut in half because
Half.
it's rage.
7. So half to 7, right?
Yeah, down to 7. And you are going to go flying into Madrash. Madrash, I need you to make a dex check. Yeah, dex save.
Dexterity
Dex
saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, dexterity saving throw is +1, so... that's a total of 16, and if that is a fail, I have something for that, called Favor of the Gods.
You're going to have to use that then.
Okay. Favored by the Gods. Okay. Total 22.
Okay, that'll pass. So Isabel is thrown past you. And then he is going to half of his movement, so 5, 10, 15. And that's going to be the end of his turn. Which means at the end of his turn, he makes another wisdom save.
Yep.
Against slow. DC 16?
Yep.
13. Does not break it.
Cool.
Alright, it is your turn.
Alrighty. I'm going to take my club, and I'm going to cast Booming Blade. So, yeah. Let's see if I hit. So that's a 24 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. Then we have 1d8 bludgeoning damage plus 2. That's do you want the damages separated or all together?
All together.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have any resistances.
So he takes 10 points of damage and is sheathed in booming energy. That's 5, and that's 10, 15. And yeah, that's my turn. That's my turn.
Okay, 1 second. I'm having some issues with his sheet not responding.
Uh-oh.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on?
That's what I'm working on at the moment. What's 8 plus 7?
15.
Yeah.
15? Okay.
I really
Sorry
don't
about
understand why
this.
you're so loyal to that awful family. Like, the pay must be fine, but like they're so rude. They're so pompous.
Alright, there we go. Now I just need to double check to make sure that this actually is working. Perfect. Okay, things are working now. And in response to your quip, look, they pay me to put you underground. And when I take a contract, I fulfill it because that's what a gentleman does. Alright?
Respectable.
So, just please fucking die this time.
Is there a limit to how many times I can kill you before you quit the contract?
No. Clarity, it's your turn.
I will take a sip of my drink and continue watching.
Alright. Oh, because I lost track of it in trying to fix his sheet, how much damage was your booming blade?
That one was, I think it was like, 10 or 11 damage on my attack.
Okay.
I don't remember.
That's fine. I'll go
Already
through it
forgot.
then. Yeah, because it's not in the Roll20 chat, so I can't just look back to it.
Sorry.
It's okay. Alright, and then Jonah, you're also with pistol ready, waiting.
I'm going to... Can I do something?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna still hold my action, but can I use my bonus action for like the hide with my cunning action to make it seem like I'm not ready to shoot this guy in the head? Or leg or arm?
Yeah, why not? I'll work with it. That sounds cool. So roll me stealth.
Alright.
I'm hiding that pistola.
I'm supposed to be good at this. I'm very good at this.
24, okay, goddamn. Yeah, what's his passive? Not good.
Not that high.
It's not
24.
good enough. Alright. Gleb, it's your turn.
Okay. I was hoping to save this a little, but it's fine. We can do it now. I'm going to run up to him. I start to do my standard usual growth that everybody's seen before. But this time I split into two. I am going to turn myself into a bear and also summon a bear.
The fuck? How does that work? As the dungeon
Conjure animals,
master.
maybe.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Because then you're transforming as a bonus action.
Yep.
Smart.
So now he's got some friends.
Bear. Oh my god, that's horrifying!
I do have to roll initiative for the second one. I am the top one. The other one is not me. Can I just open this and roll initiative? I don't think I can.
There's a die near the top. That's as long as you clicked on the target, the token, it'll roll initiative that way.
This one? Did that
Yep.
work? Hell
it's a
yeah, nat
1.
one. Let's go. That's fine. Doesn't
Well,
matter.
that means he's coming up on the initiative, actually.
Yep. We're just here to eat face.
Alright.
We're just here to eat face. Hell yeah.
So that's your turn, yes?
Yep.
Alright, cool. There's 2 fucking bears there as Gleb just fucking divides like a goddamn cell.
I love that.
It's horrifying.
Yeah, it is.
The implications. Isabel, it's your turn.
Isabel gets back up. Goes 5, 10, 15. That way she's flanking with one of the bears. She doesn't know which bear is Gleb. But she's gonna punch the dude again.
Alright.
Because she gives no fucks.
16.
Actual. But there's
16 hits.
advantage because I'm flanking.
No, we discussed this at the beginning of the campaign, but
Oh,
flanking
got
doesn't
it.
give a bonus. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about that. So 16.
It's all good. It's all
Does the
good.
16 hit though?
16 hits, yeah. That easily overcomes his AC.
Another punch.
Another
I think I hit
8
it
points of damage.
Yes. And then I'm going to punch him again.
All right. As soon as it rolls.
Yep, 26 for
26
another 8 points
Yep.
of damage.
minus another 8. Yeah, he's doing pretty rough at this point, and soon it's going to get even worse. Because bear.
Because bear.
Alright. End of your turn?
Yep, end of my turn.
Alright. It's Bartholomew's turn, and... This slow is being really annoying.
I dead ass Doom didn't expect the party to jump in at first, and I was just like, yeah, Slow's gonna give Madrash at least an easy access to this fight. And then Gleb did this, and I'm like, oh, this is a slaughter. Oh no.
You know what? Fuck it. Why not?
Oh yes, but oh no.
He is going to pull out from a pocket a metal tube.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's
Oh, no.
He's going to point it at you. Let's see if this is a hit.
Oh, what is he doing?
It's at disadvantage, by the way.
Why at disadvantage?
Ranged attack
because
with
of
melee.
Ancestral Guardian, I attacked him first. So any
Okay,
check-
so this is
uh,
at disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to
shit.
roll another +3. Does a 16 hit you?
Absolutely.
All right. So
I have
the
one
barrel
AC.
is going to belch fire and lead, and then proceed to Looney Tunes banana
That is
the barrel. It's a gun.
Oh, okay.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's a one-time shot because the barrel is going to Looney Tunes banana afterwards, because it's its own homemade gun. So that's a hit. So that is going to be 4d8 plus 1. So 20 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Wait, I can do something. Let me check. Yeah.
Fine.
It's my reaction. Is Madresh 30 feet away from me?
Let's.
Yes. So I'm going to use my feature of Spirit Shield and reduce it by 2d6.
Okay, roll your 2d6.
Rolling it. That was 11. Oh, 8.
All right.
8, sorry.
So that is a total of 12 points of piercing damage.
What?
It's 11 points of piercing. 19 minus 8 is 11.
But he has a +1 to his dex.
Okay.
So it's 20.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's 12 points of damage, and then I need you to roll for concentration.
Hell yeah. Alright.
And
I kinda hope I fail.
And Isabel looks extremely confused at the spirit taking some of the blow.
Yeah. Isabel, question.
Yeah.
This is the first time you've used this ability, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I need to check something really quick because I need to figure out the name.
God.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, great. A barbarian. Great at those. Yeah, that's about right.
Hmm.
That's
What
a
did you-
9.
That's a 9?
Yeah.
Why did that spirit look like Juno?
Oh, I'm gonna hate you for this now.
Why did
I
that look
hate
like
you.
Juno?
Fucking
Your
hate
next
you.
turn is going to be spent in confusion and fear.
I hate you.
I love you, Obo. I don't know what you did, but I love you.
All right, it is Summoned Bear's turn.
Bear. Bear does bear things.
Rip and Bear.
Yes.
Dude! That was good.
He gets one of these and one of these.
Fuck. Unfortunately, the bear goes to bite into Bartholomew and start clawing, and Bartholomew just lifts up his arm, looks at the bear, and just kind of shrugs, as neither of those do anything.
Oh man, even with the reduced AC from slow?
Oh shit, it does reduce AC. How much does it reduce by?
2.
Oh, I forgot about that, because everyone else has been hitting. The 13 hits.
Hell yeah.
So that is 14 points of slashing. So yeah, the
my
bite,
God.
he's just like, whatever, and then feels some claws digging into his side, and it's just, oi, wanker! You try to shake it off.
Yeah, I was completely being facetious. I'm so glad that
Look, I forgot that slow does so much. I forgot that it
Slow
reduces AC
does
also.
so much. Slow. I'm honestly leaning that slow is better than haste now.
It's always been better than haste, because you can hit multiple
Yeah, I'm
targets with
learning.
it.
Yeah, I can hit up to 6 things within a 40
And that's just
cube.
base cast, not upcast.
And you don't have to worry about lethargic afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright. Midrash, it's your turn. Bartholomew is definitely bloodied at this point.
While I commend your work and your ethic, unfortunately our dance has to end, at least for today. I'm going to 3rd level cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to empower it, depending on my dice. Let's see. Magic. Just want to make
question.
sure.
Yes.
Dealt with him before. Does he do normal troll stuff, like regenerate?
Yes.
Okay.
But you guys haven't figured out how to stop him yet.
Does it seem like he's been doing that?
He's been regenerating, but it's only on his turn.
Okay. Just making sure.
It's only 10 hit points, that's all it is. It's slow. And you guys are laying the hate on pretty heavy.
That's an 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
So, let's see. Guiding Bolt is 4. So it's 6d6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love my metal dice. Let's see. I'm gonna write all of them out, and then I'll decide if and how I want to empower it. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 2, 3, 6, 1, and then empowered spell, which I can do after. Lets me spend 1 sorcery point to reroll up to my charisma modifier, so up to 4 dice. So I'm gonna reroll the 2 1s and the 2 2s. So 4 of my 6.
I'm just waiting for the total.
Yep, I am trying to be quick about it. Oh my god. I'm only rolling the red die from now on. Holy shit. Okay. 7, 11... 25.
25. You got it. 1 second. 25 points of radiant. And the next attack has advantage against him.
Yup.
And he's not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
He's got a big hole in his shoulder, but yeah. Actually, you shoot him in the chest, and it's this huge gaping hole. He just looks down at it. You got one of me hearts.
I'm gonna look at him up. I'm gonna be like, when you wake up, there will be a drink at the bar for you. Don't worry. My treat.
Right, end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Alright, Clarity, it's your turn. Also, last time you fought him, he only had 1 heart.
Wait. Midrash wouldn't notice that.
Clarity is going to pop her familiar behind Midrash, like on his back,
Okay.
in hold of him. Yeah, okay, that's right. And he'll give him like a nice little head pat, or like a nice little like pat, like there, and give the help action.
Alright.
But Clarity's taking a sip of her drink.
Alright. Jonah, still maintaining that ready to attack. Red?
I was muted. How hurt does Midrash look?
Not very.
Okay.
He's okay.
Okay, and I'll just keep holding.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, Bear Gleb, it's your turn.
Bear.
Time to rip in, Bear!
I get advantage on the first one
Yep.
because Guiding Bolt.
Yep.
That'll be this one. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So, how would you like to describe the skill?
It's ripping and bearing.
So,
It's
Gleb
the two
Bear,
bears just toying with him and pulling him to pieces.
the 2 bears just start jumping up on top, standing up, pushing Bartholomew down, and just start tearing into him, ripping off limbs, his spine, and Bartholomew's just like constantly fuck, as he's just trying to inch closer, swinging his club at Midrash before he finally just dies.
You know what this reminds me of, by the way? So, if you've seen Rick and Morty, have you seen the episode where Rick and Summer both get buff? And then in the end credits, it's just X gonna give it to you as they beat the shit out of people?
It's just 2 bears.
Beat the shit out of the literal
It's just
devil.
2 bears beating the shit out of them to X gonna give it to you.
Can I turn to Clarity? I'll just turn to Clarity. Like, should we stop Gleb?
I mean, it's probably fine. He's protecting his friend.
Out of curiosity, Gleb, how much of the troll are you and the bear gonna eat?
I mean, Clip's probably taken a bite out of him before. So I guess it kind of comes down to how did that feel before?
It's kind of
definitely-
weird, strong, mushy flesh. Very. The best way I could describe it is it's very elastic, kind of rubbery, but once it gives, it's kind of. Yeah, it's kind of just rubbery meat. The taste isn't terrible, but the texture is just fucking weird.
Probably not a whole lot this time, then. Probably not very much at all. Gleb's not opposed to snacking on things, and people usually don't notice him swallow because he doesn't swallow, but...
It's kind of noticeable that Gleb just opens his mouth and lets a piece fall out.
yeah. But yeah.
So there you guys go. The party and the audience have met Bartholomew, the hitman.
I love Bartholomew.
Isabella's still just staring at the spot.
So Billy, he's gonna come to. I don't know how, and I don't care how. But when he does, and I'm gonna put a gold on the counter, please get him something nice to drink. I'm gonna drag him out back and put a tarp over him so he's not wet when he wakes up.
All right.
I understand how weird this is, especially from an outside perspective, but I kind of like him.
He's tried to kill you.
Yes, and he's failed several times. That's the 4th time I've killed him.
Uh-huh.
Well, actually, that's the 3rd time I've killed him, and then Gleb killed him that time. But who's counting?
You, apparently.
You are.
Badrash's eye twitches. Correct. So I'm gonna drag him outside, put like a tarp over him, and write a note that just says something like, "Sorry I had to go down like that. Hopefully I can find a way to get you out of this contract because you're actually quite pleasant to talk to. When you're not being a wanker."
All right. So, with the slight interruption out of the way, there is a second knock at the door.
Alright, whose assassin is it this time? Walk towards the door, I guess.
No.
Absolutely dripping wet is Dar.
Hi, Doc.
Aww.
Hello. Is it warm inside?
Yeah.
It started raining out of nowhere. And
Prestidigitation, clean or dry.
I don't like it. As she was absolutely soaked, and she was just wearing like a nice dress. Not super flashy, but like something comfortable, and it's got some colors to it, but it was just absolutely soaked and waterlogged.
Prestidigit drawing.
I was told I could find clarity here. You wanted to go out and do shopping?
Before we go, did you want to warm up? Billy, do you have a fireplace? I can make a bonfire real quick.
Yeah, just over there. He points to where the fireplace is. Yeah, I'll bring her something warm to drink.
I will use the cantrip create bonfire.
All right.
If you want to hang out a little bit here, it should keep you warm.
Thank you so much. I read about rain, but this sucks more than the book described.
And when we go out, I can cast prestidigitation on us so we can stay warm, even though we'll be wet. But once we get inside, I can cast it again and we can dry off real quick.
Thank you. This place is interesting.
You know, Clarity, I think that we should get Dar a travel bag with like an umbrella. Oh, we could get her a cute matching umbrella. That'd be so sweet.
An
A
umbrella
parasol
would
for the day.
draw attention. A cloak would be suitable.
Madrash kind of looks at the ground. And he's like, "You're right."
But whenever you're feeling warm enough, we can go out.
Yeah. A handful of minutes go by once she's fully dry and warmed up. Alright, I'm ready. As she just looks towards the door with a look of, I don't want to.
Okay. I will go ahead and cast prestidigitation on both of us so we can at least stay warm while we're outside.
Yeah.
I would have had a cloak before I got the cloak of Elvenkind, right?
Yeah, it's usually like in all like travel stuff.
Okay.
The
Then
waterproof cloak is like part of traveler clothing.
I'll give that to Dar.
Okay.
Like here.
Thank you. She puts it on, and since it's made for someone much taller, a bit of it drags on the ground, but she doesn't mind.
We can helm that later.
So as Clarity and Dar head out, so I've got a confession to make. I won't have any spending money for this expedition.
That's no worries. I don't mind treating you. After
Thank
all,
you.
being here is sort of my responsibility, and so if there's anything I can do to help make you more comfortable on the surface, I don't mind.
Yes. Could you please tell me what a pyramid scheme is?
It's for lack of a better term, it's a have you ever heard of a scam?
Yes.
Okay. In simplest terms, it's a scam.
Fuck.
Oh no.
I thought I was investing in pyramids.
No, I don't even think there are any pyramids on this continent.
They told me they were
Alright.
glittering gold.
Well, let's get something to eat. Would you like something warm? We can go get some warm pastries.
Yes, that would be very nice.
Okay, let's go this way. And I'll start leading her.
Okay. Out of curiosity, how much money do you have?
On me, I have 300 platinum on me.
300 platinum. Okay, so you'll have plenty. Because of Dar's appetite, you're going to be at minimum 100 gold out.
Okay.
Yeah, she does not look very big, but in reality, she has got a very big tum-tum that needs to be filled with food.
Okay.
God damn it, Red. No. Fuck you. So yeah, is there anything specific that you wanted to do with Dar, or just kind of like girls' day, go out, eat stuff, have a nice time?
So I wanted to take her to a few different, like restaurants or pastry shops, just
Yeah.
so she can try different things. When hopefully the rain lets up, I would probably ask her a bit more about how her polymorph works and if she is able to, like, basically if I gave her a gift, if like it would break or something.
As far
So
as
like
I know,
if I gave her like a necklace, would it?
I can always take the necklace off before I revert to my true form.
Okay. Um,
I have to do that with my clothes every night.
that makes sense. By the way, if you're coming to live in the surface, we should probably figure out a ways of income for you. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Is there
This-
anything in particular you want to look into doing? I highly recommend if there's something you really, really like to do, maybe going down that rabbit hole. I'll be honest, I tried looking into, dragons of your kind myself, but unfortunately you seem more like a legend or a myth. You must be a very rare creature.
The only thing that I so far enjoy doing up here is eating. Is there a job that involves eating?
You could look into maybe becoming a food critic, but I'm not sure how that process would work. Essentially, what you do is you will go to a restaurant, you will partake in some of their food, and you will leave a review on a board, or give a review to a group of people. And if you become well renowned enough for your food takes and people agree, you'll gain a following, and eventually over time, people will pay you to taste from their restaurant, and maybe you'll even get some free food out of it.
I will
think that's
look
an
into
idea.
this. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been a fun day, but I really should be going now. Thank you for taking me out on this date.
You're welcome.
That
By the
is
way,
the correct term, yes?
I guess that depends on what you would consider it.
Well,
I
I
don't go
didn't
much.
have to. From what I've overheard, when a lady gets taken out by someone, they don't have to spend anything. They go shopping and eat food and discuss private matters. So, we've covered all of that.
I think usually dates are in reference to somebody who you are looking to pursue relations with.
She
Which,
looks at you confused. You're attempting to pursue relationships with
No.
me?
I'm simply stating that is what a date is. It's sort of like a
So
way
then you're
of
not interested.
courting.
Understood.
I didn't say that. I was just simply stating that I am unclear what your intentions are. I wouldn't want you to be misled into believing that dates are normal when going out with somebody else.
Surface
if you're
life is so confusing.
if you want to pursue a friendship with someone, which is more platonic, someone you see all the time, someone you wish to have a long-lasting like friendship, companionship with, that would be considered a bit more of a hangout. However, if you're looking for it to be more personal, I'm not sure if dragons have like marriage or well, I mean, Madrash's mom and his dad made him, so I guess maybe they do. But again, I don't want to put a label on what you would consider you and me as.
I see. You are just as confused as I am.
I would say we're getting to know each other.
That's
And I don't think
fine.
there's anything wrong with being friends until we know for sure that perhaps we would want to go to the next level. I'll be honest, I've never...
There's levels? Oh god.
I apologize.
I'm going to do more research on this.
There's a really good library if that ever interests you.
Thank you. I will be using their services often. Is the library expensive to use?
To go there and read books, it's free. However, if you're wanting to take out books and or purchase books, it will cost you some money.
So you're telling me there's a place where knowledge is freely given?
Yes. Although I will admit it does have a private part to it, more for nobles. I was only able to get in there myself because Madrash knows a few people and may or may not have tried to woo the librarian. But there are a bit more secretive parts to the library if that's something that you're interested in. However, depending on the layer, I haven't been there myself. Is that something you're interested in?
In time. At the moment, I think I'll settle for finding employment. Especially since my rent is so expensive.
Well, what is your rent?
I was told an arm and a leg.
Sorry. I just... Oh my god.
Well,
Don't worry for the moment. I took them on their deal and paid in advance.
that's good. Another idea for work is there something in particular you like being around? I know people that love coffee shops will tend to try to work at cafes, or if you like books, you try to be a librarian. I know you like food, but is there anything else you like?
Mushrooms, hunting, sleeping.
You could look into maybe being a bounty hunter. They kill or track down for profit people, animals. The more difficult, the more profit.
That might be useful, but I'd rather not have to do something so arduous. I've got some time to think. Thank you for your time with this. And
You're
thank
welcome.
you for the sweets.
Of course, it was my pleasure. Although if you don't mind, while we were at the vendors, and although you can charge me for this later, but I'm gonna pick out a little hairpin. It's just gonna be a little like hairpin trinket. This is a hairpin. I'll put my hair down from a ponytail and show her how to put it up. But it basically will help keep your hair out of your way. And I don't know, it just sort of caught my eye because I noticed it had a little mushroom on it. And I remember you saying that you really liked mushrooms from when we went to, or when we were under the surface, so I figured, it might be something cute for you to have. A little accessory.
Thank you. It's pretty. And she is going to clumsily put her hair up with it, which her hair was kind of a mess before from the rainwater and didn't really do much with it. And with her hair up, it really kind of accentuates her eyes, her deep, piercing, purple eyes, with almost an ever so slight hint of yellow at the center. Like two big amethysts just kind of staring at you.
Oh wow, having your hair up like this really brings out your eyes. They're pretty, like gemstones.
It also makes it easier to see without the hair in my way.
Well, I'm glad. I know if I had my hair in my way all the time, it'd be really hard to cast spells, so I'm glad that it'll hopefully be able to help you. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, and of course, we'll probably be by Bucky's often, Billy's, sorry. Jonah has Bucky stuck in my head. But to keep you updated, we'll be going into a dungeon soon. So, I don't know when we'll be back.
Will you visit before you leave again?
Sure. I don't know where you live, but, me and the little one can come by and, say hello before we head off.
She's
and I
going
can try
to
leave you.
She's going to, what's the word? She's going to get some parchment and, borrow a pen and write down the address for you.
Okay.
So until we see each other again, farewell.
See you later. And Clarity will immediately just become a puffball and be like, wait, was this a date?
And on that adorable moment, we're going to end the session. So, goodbye, YouTube people.
I need to remember something.